you get catnip? Did you get fresh catnip instead of the dried stuff? Huh? Even though we get you fresh dried stuff from the farmer's market? 'Cause you bougie! Hello! So today is potting season. We just got back from Home Depot with a bunch of herbs and some kale and some lettuce, some catnip for the cat. I had to plant it all. Cat's out here with me. It's a Friday night. It's really warm outside. This is the first hot day we've had. It's hot out here. And we're gonna get my patio ready for summer because it's pretty much the only outdoor space that I have continuous access to with Corky. So every year I try to plant at least some herbs. So we have potting soil. I do have some, I apologize if it's really loud out here. They're like a highway over here, and they're wind blowing our grounds here. They're landscaping. So but every year I do herbs. So I've got some regular Miracle-Gro potting mix. I've got some moisture control mix from last year, and I'm gonna kind of mix them together. I do have several pots, and yeah, I'm absolutely way too bougie for life. So I have my little planter basket that says Let Love Grow from Target. I got a bunch of stuff from the Target clearance section this year. So I have this from last year, my little planter thing. I have my cute little matching gloves. I have a nail scrubber to get rid of the dirt on my nails. Also, if you have potatoes or anything that need to be scrubbed off. I have my little clippers for my herbs. I have all this stuff. I put little fairy stuff in my pots. And I've got these little stakes for my herbs. And then my little towel that says to plant a garden is to believe in the future. So, really bougie. So first things first is my aloe plant. I have been growing him since last year, and he's thriving, and he needs a bigger pot. So I'm going to repot him into this plant, and then this is going to become the catnip pot, my little Minnie Mouse pot. So that's what we're gonna do. As far as the aloe goes, I know that you're not supposed to plant it in regular potting soil, you're supposed to get rocks and stuff, but he's been doing pretty well in his moisture control potting soil for a year now. I just don't water him that often, so don't at me. I know he's supposed to be in a different type of soil with rocks. I'm trying to find some in the middle of Wisconsin, to be honest with you. In the winter, he goes in and he stays in my altar in the office. So I'm gonna plant him. Cute planting montage. gonna take this pot, and this is where the I'm gonna put the kale and lettuce. And because kale and lettuce are very moisture heavy plants, I'm just gonna put them in the regular potting mix. So one side's gonna be kale and one side's gonna be lettuce. So we got butter lettuce. Butter lettuce. So we got some curly kale. There are some brown cards in here, so I'm gonna cut them out, take them out. The little droopy bits, the little brown bits. He wasn't getting a lot of sun where they had him sitting at Home Depot. A little dirt. Okay, same deal. There's like 6 of these, so I'm just gonna pinch them. Carefully pull them out, massage the roots, and stick them in the thing. And I am not a plant expert by any means. If I'm doing anything wrong, this is the way my grandmother taught me when I was little. So, I mean, we never did kale or anything. I do different plants now that I'm an adult and I can choose what goes in my garden. But I did tomatoes last year. We tried tomatoes. My deck doesn't get full sun, unfortunately, so I got 1 tomato, and the plant grew really tall and then didn't yield any more tomatoes. Okay, so I get a bunch of kale, and then we get this little baby butter lettuce. So, Butter Crunch bib lettuce. Squish, squish, squish. Come in. Come on, sir. So here is my finished herb garden. I got my little signs from there. The cilantro. My phone storage got full, so I just kind of completed it. There's one over here. That one is oregano. Did the ones that need full sun on top. And then the ones in the partial shade on the bottom. So this one's thyme, that one's cilantro, oregano's around the other side, and then on the top we have 2 sides of parsley and some rosemary, and I've got my little fairy garden, and then we've got catnip. Look at the bite she took out of that. Jeez. What's dripping on it is my bird feeder up here. Then there's my kale and my butter lettuce and my newly repotted aloe. So I'm gonna put together everything else on the porch, and I'll be right back. Here is our finished patio. So we've got our bistro set. The cushions need to be cleaned. I think we're gonna try to soak them in some OxiClean. We've got our palm tree, so Josie doesn't miss home too much. My bird feeder, little bird bath, my little garden. That will come inside with me when I go in, because it's cloth and we don't want to leave it outside. But there's my little gardening set and my string lights. And then we've got a little citronella candle, our little lantern, and the catnip is up here so that Ray cannot attack it. So that's my patio tour. That's the view from my patio, and I think we're gonna be spending a lot of time out here in the coming days when you really shouldn't be going anywhere for no reason. So this will be our own private little beer garden, and I'm very excited about it. So let me know what your favorite part of my garden is, or your garden, if I gave you any ideas for a small patio space, and like, comment, subscribe. And if you could check out my Patreon or my blog, I would appreciate it forever. Bye, guys. What do you think of the patio? What do you think? Huh? Meow. Yeah, do you like it? Yeah, you're trying to figure out how to get to that catnip, huh? Yes, you are. Rude cat.